So now I'm heading to immigration so I can get my visa extended for hopefully a few years this time. Every year they've given me just a 1-year extension, and I'm not really worried about it. But pain in the ass. I think after I'm here for another year, I can apply for permanent residency, which means I don't have to keep upgrading my visa, about renewing my visa. I would be lying if I told you I knew exactly where to go. Cop on a scooter, cop on a scooter. There's a dealership up here. They usually have, not a dealership, but a mechanic shop. They usually have some pretty exotic cars that they work on. What do they have today? Nothing special, really. An Alfa Romeo. I've seen Ferraris and Lambos over there. Damn right you better wave your hand at me. I was mildly inconvenienced for about 4 seconds. Come on, truck. Why you gotta do me like this? And why you gotta drive on the wrong side of the road? And why you gotta be crippled? Here we go. Immigration. Now we are headed to the hospital so that I can get a letter that says I can go to a better hospital, because the doctors, at least my urologist, doesn't really think he can do anything for me, but I know that he's just not trying his best. He's not giving it the old college try on my dick. So we are going to get a letter of recommendation to go to a university hospital. By the way, immigration, that's for me it's like no big deal going there now, but the very first time I came to Japan, and by the way, I do not recommend doing this. What is, man, I didn't even know this was over here. When I came over here, I didn't have a visa. I didn't have anything in the works. I knew that I was getting married to my wife. You know, we had plans to get married as soon as we got over here. So I guess we'd started on that paperwork. But, you know, when I landed in Japan, I had no semblance of a visa. Yeah, I had plans to stay because I knew I was getting married to my wife. But, yeah, so the first time we went to immigration to turn in our application, I didn't know if I was, you know, I moved everything that I had over here, by the way, too. I didn't know if I was going to stay here or if I was just going to be, you know, if I was just going to be here for 3 months and then I would have to go home. So it was nerve-wracking waiting for me to get that first visa. Now it's just like, hey, whatever, here's my papers. Thanks for the visa. So I should be getting something in the mail. I applied for a 5-year visa, but I know they're only going to give me a 1-year extension. So, as far as the health update goes from my accident, I don't know, this is a little weird to talk about because I don't know who's watching. I know a lot of people I know are watching my videos, but I went to the hospital a few weeks ago and they took an x-ray and they said I have a lot of new bone in my right clavicle, which is the one that I broke. They said that that's all looking good. So I said, oh cool, so when are we taking out my wire? And they said, we're not taking the wire out until November. So I've got to wait till November to get my wire out, which it's not really a big deal, but I'd rather just have it over with. And then as far as dick stuff goes, sexually doing a lot better. I still don't know whether whether I'm shooting blanks or not. But I'm gonna get that tested out, checked out, and still I cannot piss. It's painful. It comes out like, I don't know, like a dollar store squirt gun could move more fluid than I could. I guarantee it. So what we're on our way to now is we're going to get a piece of paper from my hospital that says that I can start going to a university hospital. And I don't even know what that is. In my imagination, when I hear university hospital, I'm going to be thinking I'm going to be on the operating table, and there's going to be a bunch of young, impressionable doctors in on the second floor observation room watching the main surgeon do his magic on my dick. But that's just me. I hope that's what it is. I actually love this little entrance. It's like taking my motorcycle license all over again. This little crank. It's the only time where I've ever actually had to use it. Oh, I passed with flying colors. Bikes, bikes, bikes. We got a lot of bikes. Most of them suck, but they are still bikes. Fucking big ass scooter. What's the point? What's even the point when you get that big? Oh, that thing is cool though. That Super Cub, stripped down Super Cub. I like that. Seriously, like, what's the point of getting a scooter when it's going to be that big? Why not get a Goldwing?